Good morning. We are still in fall time here in Colorado, but definitely getting a lot cooler temperatures now. So the sweatshirts are coming out, the fleece lined gloves, the fleece hats. It's still beautiful. We're still getting above freezing during the days, but definitely below freezing at night. So got our little chainsaw chain sharpening station, little kind of makeshift station here, and the Stihl chainsaws that I use to process firewood. For many years I only had one saw, was this 044, first saw I ever bought 30 years ago. Since we've moved into quite a few different ones. The smallest we have is this Stihl MS261C. We've got a 441, the 044, 462, 500i, 660, 661, and 880. So today is a pretty straightforward day. I just finished a big hardwood flooring and stair project in Boulder, Colorado the other day, and now it's time to get out there and catch up on some IBCs. They pick up the trash out of our dumpster tomorrow, and I want to cut up some of these bladders and fill up the trash so it's full. For the trash guys, they get here about 5:30 in the morning on Thursdays. And this is Wednesday, so time to fill up that trash. Let's take the long commute. Pretty long commute, guys. I believe if I want 2 years worth of the amount of firewood we produce, I'm going to want about 400 of these totes. And this is 20, get 20 per load. So let's just do some quick math. If we get 20 per load and we want 400, we need 20 loads. I already have 200 because I've been working on this for a bit. So if we need 200 more, and I've been getting a load of these for free about every 6 weeks. So if we need 10 more loads to get enough IBC totes, and we're getting them every 6 weeks or month and a half, where does that land us? We need, it'd be 10 trips by 6 weeks, it'd be 60 weeks, so just a little over a year. If I keep getting these for free at the rate that I have been, I'll have enough to have 1 year's worth of firewood all season and ready to load out of these IBC totes, and then I can be processing into the next year's set of totes. So little by little, bit by bit, I just keep on chipping away at it. And this is one of the 20 loads needed to get enough IBC totes to have my firewood set up be what I want it to be. We'll get these straps off and get these processed. Get some plastic in the trash. Let her rip. Okay, so got these little babies tipped back upright, and what we're looking at here is there's two different configurations, but I put a T30, I don't know if it's a star or a hex on there to pull those out, but most of them are this configuration. And I just save the hardware that comes out. It's basically that. But it's pretty straightforward. Get this going in reverse. That's it. So let's take you along on this last one here. Once the threaded fasteners are out, you just got to wrestle these little babies out, which normally isn't too bad. One-handed is a little more challenging, but get these little babies out, and I just like to keep all of my steel in the same area and all my plastic in the same area. Let me set you up here and show you how I do this. It's really straightforward. So I just want the metal tote. I don't want the plastic bladder in there. So I just turn it broadside. It's wider this way than that. Tip this down. and then just say pretty please and pull this little baby on out. And then I have no use for this plastic here, so I just do what I have to do to get it out. And I make separate piles with the plastic. The tote is just about ready to use, but there's these steel placards on the side that I don't want on there. And what I found is leaving these lay down on their sides, these placards come off a lot easier. Kind of got to watch your knuckles, but and I just keep my steel together to all go to the scrap pile. And then, so long as we're set up here, let me turn you. I mean, this is ready for use now. This is ready to be picked up with the skid steer and the pallet forks and get into play. That's what we're going for. But instead of being one of the folks out there that's like, well, I've got the prime rib, now let's just leave all the fat and gristle and grease lay around and kind of plug up the property. It's like, hey, on second thought, let's not do that. Let's take care of that 100% and get it disposed of. So here's how I take care of these plastic cubes. After definitely some trial and error, but this is what I've come up with as the way that seems to be the most effective and efficient for me. It's just a cordless sawzall, and then I start, it's ribbed here a little bit. It's lower and then it comes up. I start where that rib ski jumps up, and I just cut in here and cut the top off. And then I just cut the four sides down. Just flip her on up. I try to do where the valve is last. So cut the valves here, I like to cut just on this back side. And there we have it. I mean, that's really it. And then I get an ATV cart load of those and get them in the trash. So, what did Chris Farley say in, was it Tommy Boy? It's like, not so much here or here, but kind of just here, you know, times 20 every 6 weeks. That's the way I've been doing it. And it's like, well, it's just gonna take me 2-point-some years to get my totes up, but they're free, and that's my process for taking care of these things. Now, once the totes are actually processed, I anticipate these lasting for many, many years. So put in the work once and then get multiple uses out of them all through the years. So anyway, thanks for tagging along on this one and checking out the process of how to get these IBC totes ready for firewood production. Love it if you'd share this video with a friend. That's how YouTube channels grow, and would love it if you'd be willing to do that. Go ahead and hit the like button, and stay sharp out there. We'll catch you on the next one.